Are you experiencing a sense of loss and grief right now in this moment? I'm Austin. I'm here with Hope to Cope, checking in today to remind you that you are a miracle and you have a purpose. So perspective is powerful. However, it's also important to be able to validate the emotional experiences that you're having. If you're dealing with loss and grief, it's okay to feel the loss. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be upset with what's going on right now in your life. It's okay to experience those emotions because that's real. So allow yourself to experience it, sit with it, validate it. The reason why you're feeling that sense of loss, the reason why you're angry is because you cared deeply about that person or that thing that was in your life. So just recently today, I've had two losses. One was our pet, Tina, the llama. She passed away today, and she's been with us for several years. And so we were sad to experience that. It was a sudden loss. We didn't expect it at all. So we lost a pet and a friend, Tina the llama. And then there's also this cherry tree, which is now past the harvest season. I've been meaning to come out and finish getting the cherries, but it took me a few days longer than necessary, to get here, and the cherries are either all eaten by the birds, they're lots of holy cherries right now, or they're just spoiled, they're not good anymore. And so there's a sense of loss that comes from, there were so many cherries I was excited about, because we haven't had cherries the whole time we've lived here. For 3 years, we've never had cherries on this tree because of the freezes that we've had. But this year we finally had cherries, and we were able to eat a few of them, but I had intended to come and get the rest, but a few days passed and now it's too late. So there's a loss in regards to I didn't act quickly enough. There's a loss of a pet. And then recently we also had a dear friend who was young who had passed away. So there's a friend, a loved one who was lost. And so in all of that, loss is part of life, and there's lessons in each moment of those experiences. There's things to learn. So for example, this tree is teaching me when it's harvest time, it's time to harvest. And the fruit is free to all. And the cherry tree gives willingly and openly to any and all who are willing to come and harvest. But there's a time spot that it has to be harvested by. And the tree blossomed and there was budding fruit. So we've known for several months that harvest time was coming, and yet I still missed that opportunity. Tina, we've had her for several years. We knew she was getting older. And so in that, there were things to prepare for. We had thoughts about, okay, what will we need to do when she passes? So we've had thoughts about that. And then our other dear friend, he was young and it was sudden and unexpected. He's just barely into his 30s and had his whole life ahead of him. And so that one was a sudden loss, unexpected. And there's lessons in that too, to cherish each moment, to be present in each moment, to be grateful for each moment. And so each one has lessons. So the question for you and the question for me is, are we paying attention? Are we open? Are we listening? Are we learning? Because that's what this life is all about. It's all about learning and growing. It's about experiencing and gaining knowledge and experience. And so it's an amazing life with lots of ups and downs, lots of hardships, lots of joys. And that's what gives this life meaning and depth, is the complexity and the opposition in all things. That's what makes it so meaningful. So remember, you are a miracle. You do have a purpose. Your life is worth living. If you're in a hard time right now, just know there are opposites in all things. You will get through this. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You will make it through. And there's light days ahead. You've got this. And remember, I'm here at Hope to Cope every single day, checking in to give you a little bit of hope to help you cope with whatever it is that you're going through, and to remind you that you are a miracle and you have a purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.